There are moments when you hear a piece of news that makes the world stop spinning for a second. Your breath catches in your throat, and a cold wave of disbelief washes over you. For fans of the One Chicago universe, for everyone who considers the firehouse at the corner of Maxwell and Wallace a second home, today is one of those days. The news is out, and it feels like a physical blow. Lieutenant Kelly SEVERIDE, the unshakable anchor of Squad 3, has been critically injured. He's currently in the intensive care unit at Gaffney Chicago Medical Center, and right now, everything is uncertain. Let's be honest with each other. This isn't just a TV show, is it? For over a decade, we've invited these characters into our living rooms every week. We've watched them walk through fire, both literally and figuratively. We've celebrated their victories, mourned their losses, and held our breath through every harrowing rescue. Firehouse 51 isn't just a set. It's a sanctuary, and its crew isn't just a cast of characters, they're family. And at the very heart of that family has always been Kelly SEVERIDE. To hear that he's in the ICU, in critical condition, it feels personal. It's a gut punch. This is the man who faces exploding buildings without flinching, who dives into icy waters to save a stranger, who carries the weight of his team on his broad shoulders. He's the one who is supposed to be invincible. He's the constant, the steady hand in the storm. For him to be the one lying in a hospital bed, fighting for his life, is a scenario so terrifying that it feels like the writers have reached through the screen and broken a sacred trust. Think about who Kelly SEVERIDE really is. He's not just the handsome, swaggering firefighter who graced our screens in the very first episode. He's a man forged in the crucible of loss and duty. We've seen him grapple with the ghost of his father, Benny SEVERIDE, struggling to reconcile the image of the hero firefighter with the flawed man he knew. We lived through his profound, soul-crushing grief after the death of his best friend, Leslie Shea, a wound that, for the longest time, seemed like it would never truly heal. We watched him navigate a minefield of failed relationships and self-destructive tendencies, always searching for an anchor, for something or someone to make him want to be a better man. And then he found it. He found her. We have to talk about Stella Kidd, because you cannot talk about Kelly SEVERIDE's heart without talking about the woman who finally claimed it. Their journey wasn't a fairy tale. It was messy, real, and hard-won. From their tentative friendship at Molly's to their undeniable, explosive chemistry, we watched two broken people slowly, cautiously, learn to trust each other with their fragile pieces. Stella saw through the bravado to the vulnerable man underneath. She challenged him, stood up to him, and loved him not in spite of his demons, but alongside them. Their wedding, held in the ashes of a fire, wasn't just a beautiful television moment. It was a promise that no matter how dark things got, they would be each other's light. It was the culmination of a decade of growth for Kelly. He had finally found his home, not in a place, but in a person. He was a husband. He was happy. He was whole. And now this. The silence in Firehouse 51 must be deafening. Imagine Chief Bowden, the stoic father figure to them all, standing helpless in a hospital waiting room, the weight of another potential loss pressing down on him. Think of Cruz, Gallo, and the rest of Squad 3, their leader and mentor now fighting a battle he can't win with brute force. The entire firehouse, a finely tuned machine built on trust and camaraderie, is now fractured, its heartbeat faint and unsteady. But the image that truly shatters the heart is the thought of Stella. Stella Kidd, who has fought for everything she has in her life, now faces the possibility of losing her entire world. We can picture her by his bedside, holding his hand, her own formidable strength being tested to its absolute limit. Her voice, usually so full of command and confidence, would be a broken whisper, begging him to come back to her. This isn't just a plot twist. It's a potential tragedy of epic proportions, threatening to undo the most beautiful and hard-earned love story the show has ever told. The fandom, as expected, is in an uproar of grief and solidarity. Social media is a flood of messages, a digital vigil where thousands of fans are sharing their favorite SEVERIDE moments, posting fan art, and sending messages of hope out into the ether. It's a testament to the character Taylor Kinney has built over the years. He gave SEVERIDE a soul. He made his pain feel real, his joy infectious, and his loyalty unwavering. He made us believe in the man who would run into a burning building for us, and now, all we can do is sit here and pray that he can pull through. What does this mean for the future of Chicago Fire? It's too early and too painful to truly speculate. The show is known for its shocking twists, but this feels different. This isn't just a cliffhanger. It's an emotional earthquake. To lose Kelly SEVERIDE would be to lose the very soul of the show. It would leave an unfillable void in the firehouse, in Stella's life, and in the hearts of millions of viewers. For now, we are all in that waiting room with the family of 51. We are holding our collective breath, hoping for a miracle from the brilliant doctors at Gaffney Med. We are replaying our favorite scenes in our minds. The daring rescues, the quiet moments of friendship with Casey, the smirks at Molly's, the breathtaking romance with Stella. We are holding on to the image of the hero he is. Today, the city of Chicago feels a little colder, and the world of One Chicago is a lot darker. All we can do is wait, hope, and send every ounce of positive energy we have toward that ICU room. Hold on, Lieutenant. Your family, both on screen and off, is waiting for you. Come back to us. This is more than just a storyline. It feels like a test of the very foundation of Firehouse 51. We've seen them lose people before. We carry the scars of Darden, the ache of Shay's empty seat, and the bittersweet farewell to Otis. Each loss chipped away a piece of the firehouse, but they always rebuilt, leaning on each other to fill the gaps. But losing SEVERIDE, that isn't a chip. It's a crack straight down the middle of the foundation. He is one of the original pillars, alongside Chief Bowden. His absence, whether temporary or permanent, would fundamentally change the dynamic of the house and the very soul of the show. The ripple effect extends far beyond the walls of 51. You can feel the heavy silence spreading across the city to the 21st District, where the intelligence unit has shared more than just a barstool at Molly's with these firefighters. They've shared trauma, triumphs, and the unspoken bond of first responders. You know the doctors and nurses at Gaffney are pouring every ounce of their expertise and heart into saving one of their own, fighting with a ferocity reserved for family. This tragedy doesn't just belong to Chicago Fire. It belongs to all of One Chicago. Perhaps what makes this so profoundly painful is that we have been privileged witnesses to SEVERIDE's entire evolution. He began as the quintessential lone wolf, building his walls so high it seemed no one could ever scale them. He protected his heart with a reckless swagger and a string of temporary connections. But bit by bit, through unbearable loss and unwavering love, he let those walls crumble. Stella wasn't just his wife. She was the architect of his new, more open-hearted life. To have that beautiful, hard-won life threatened now feels like the cruelest twist of fate imaginable. It challenges our very belief in second chances and the idea that happiness, once found, can endure. We are left asking the universe, hasn't he been through enough?